1019 RX Beats. Matt Pinfield in the morning with Leslie Fram, hanging out with Brian Johnson from AC/DC. We're really excited about the new album, Black Ice. You know, we of course, because of, you know, how you have to keep music under wraps, we've gotten to hear the record today, and we can't wait till we can play it for you on the air. But I mean, you know, the record it's great. It's
amazing.
Classic.
And Brian told us off air that he doesn't even have a copy of the record.
Well, no, I finally got one, but I had to threaten to kill the half the staff at Sony.
They're like, you sing the record, you write the songs, and you have to wait for a copy. And that's how it's gotten. It's crazy in the industry right
And then,
now.
are you ready for the worldwide tour?
I'm as ready as I can be, me darling. I've been trying to keep fit and all that, because at 61 you start getting, things start dropping off you, you know.
I mean, you're 61, but you look great, Brian. Your voice sounds as great as
Your
ever.
voice is amazing. Like, how do you keep your voice after all these years as strong as it is?
20 a day. A pack a day.
Yeah. That's it. Well, got the great rap.
That's
And I'm not condoning that. I'm just saying that's the way I am. You know, that's I can't change. I've tried to quit. Can't do it. I'm miserable. I'm unhappy. As long as I got me whiskey and me you know, a few cigarettes a day, and I'm a simple man.
Now, I heard you're a kind of a food connoisseur as well,
Oh,
right?
I
Your
love
mom
to
was
cook meat.
Italian.
Yeah, and my brother runs Gigabyte, which is a huge catering company that does bands and all that around the world. So I'm surrounded by these. My cousin in Italy, she cooks, you know, and I mean very well.
Yeah,
Cook sounds really real porny, but she's world, you know, she's very well known in Italy as a top chef. So I'm surrounded by it, and I don't even pretend to try to be as good as these people, but I do like to try. You know, so I get a lot of friends round. I love to entertain. Well, you know, nothing better than a house of about 20 people with lots of food, laughter, good music. You know,
yeah, it's what it's about.
and that's what life's about. You know, so you know, when you see people with these big houses, and you go in there and you're scared to fart or even sit down, you're going, Jesus,
yeah, like, come on, have a
this
good
looks
time,
expensive, you know,
lighten up, loosen up.
Yeah, so, you know, you come in our house, and it's just, you know, it was built for one specific purpose: is to have a good time in it. You know,
Absolutely. Hey, Brian, you know, rock fans want to know, you know, about you as a youth, as a young guy. Yeah, growing up, you know, in Australia. What I mean, obviously, being in a band with Malcolm and Angus, and their older brother George Young was in the Easy Beats. Were you a fan of the Easy Beats?
Oh, shit, yeah. I was brought up in the north of England.
Right. Oh, okay. That's
I was brought up in the north of England, and not far from where the boys were born.
Right, because they were born in Glasgow, Scotland,
yeah,
right?
and they got taken over by the Pops when they were young. You know, when everybody was looking for a new start in life in the 50s and 60s. You got a free package over there. Anyway, and when the Easy Beats won, I'll never forget the first time I saw Friday on My Mind, and I think I was about 15. And I just left school, because at 15 they kicked you out of school, and when you were working class, you were given another chance. That was it. Get into the factory,
yeah,
and make your way through life as best you can. You know, that's your education finished. And so we started a little band. You know, my very first band, and I'll never forget. It was one of the first songs we tried to copy. You know, the Monday I've got Friday on my mind.
And it's such a great tune. It's brilliant. It's still a hard song for people to play, and a great track. It's the energy, the power of Friday on My Mind. One of the greatest rock and roll songs ever.
We covered it, I think, what, about 7 years. Every band that joined us, you know, because as soon as it started up, the audiences in the pubs and the clubs, because they're the ones who are paying the money to see you, he used to just love it, you know. But he has a quiz question for you.
Yeah.
About, it must have been about 18, 19, 20 years ago, George and Harry Vanda went to a pub in Sydney.
Yeah.
And this guy come running up to one of them. He said, "Hi, I'm the manager of this new singing kid. He's a good-looking kid, and we need a hit record for him. Could you help us?" And George was going, "Oh, mate, give us a break. You know, we've got 30 minutes for lunch, and we're back in the studio. Oh, come on, mate, just do it for me." And I said, all right, we'll see you in 30 minutes. And they came back and they said, there you go. There's the words. We'll do the music for you later on. And the kid, well, what was his name again? Shit, I forgot the name of the kid. And Love Is in the Air was the song anyway.
Yeah.
It was Love Is in the Air.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
He wrote that and it was #1 all over the freaking.
That's all Love Is in the Air. It's so funny. So he wrote it as a
That's how clever that kid is.
Yeah.
That kid, he's just, George is just a genius with writing lyrics. And words.
You know, has he, I mean, over the years, obviously, I know in the early days of producing the early AC/DC albums before you were in the band.
Yeah, George was good, but I think George, at the end, George just said, you know what, I've had enough. He spent his life in the studios. You know, honestly, it can get a little oppressive. He just went, I'm busting loose.
You want to get some free, fresh air, right?
Well, I think he's just going around the world. We call him the Invisible Man. You never know where he is. He just goes around the world. He's just having a great time, him and his wife.
Yeah. And we're talking about George Young, who's actually Malcolm and Angus's older brother.
Yes, sorry.
Who, produced the early AC/DC records and was in the Easy Beats, one of the greatest Australian bands ever.